Right. Mm, mm, right. All right. Let's see. Mm. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to invite all of our traders to join me. Mhm. How are you guys? How is everybody doing? Um, yeah, personally speaking, I'm a little bit tired. But still rocking. How's everybody doing? All right, cool. So, inviting everybody to join me. Yeah, let's talk about that gold trade. I'm just sending the messages on uh, all the Telegram channels. Just give me a second, please, guys. No camera today. All right, so I think we're live again. I don't know. Are we? Are these guys? I mean, this fucking sucks. I know the connection is poor. Right, so we are live. Shit. Finally, right? Let me see. Right, so yeah, I mean, I just started, guys. I just started. I think I'm okay now. I'm sorry about that. If you can hear me, please type yes on the chat. I would appreciate that. I was having connection issues. All right, so um, awesome. Shit, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, uh, the OBS. I don't know if you know what OBS is. The OBS is it's this, it's the software you use to connect to YouTube Live, to do your live shows or to do live shows, and it kept disconnecting on me. So, but now I'm live. Um, Yeah, I'm just sending a message on Telegram. Um, yeah, hold on. So, uh, how's everybody doing? Right? How is everybody doing? All right. Now everybody knows that I'm back online. Yeah, do you have any questions, guys, before I start the show? Um, any questions at all before I start the show? Before I start analyzing the markets, or I mean, just going through my thought process on the markets. Today, one trade today, which was a loss on Bitcoin. This was my entry right here, and I got stopped out for a 0.95, which is fine. So you're up 3% on the past couple of days. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about Moderna. I didn't even know they were releasing their earnings today. Some good advice. Yeah, we're going to talk about gold. I myself am already in a trade, in a short position in gold, pretty early on it. It is actually, I'm going to show you the actual setup in gold. This is the setup in gold. If you have been with me for a while, you know that this is the F1 strategy setting or layout, right? And I have been working hard on the past on the past month or so, expanding the F1 strategy, right? And this is one of the newest uh, setups, which is a pullback, um, a pullback setup using all of the F1 strategy tools. Pretty damn accurate, if you ask me. So that's what I have going on. Awesome, Mohammed. Thank you. How are you? So I'm pretty tired, guys, today. So I'm not going to turn on my camera, but don't you worry, I am still here. That's awesome, Muna. You know what? Talking about that gold, yesterday I took a long in gold, and let me show you what I did yesterday. Yesterday I took a long in gold. My entry was here. My stop loss was all the way down here. My targets were at the 1800 level, right here. So pretty decent 2R I had on my hands. And you know, when gold spiked higher, right, and broke with what was yesterday's highs, I moved my stop losses here at this level, just below the previous 50-minute candle lows. And yeah, I got stopped out for a very small loss. Well, yeah, the USD Canadian dollar is still very much in play. That is Olympus Trade. Very good setup, mates. Holy shit, gold is about to pop. So why don't we talk about gold? Because, well, this is the trade that I have currently on, right on gold. This is this is the account that tracks all of our VIP trades, um, uh, swing positions, and the normal VAP. Yeah, this is my short in gold, right? This is the let me show you the 50-minute chart, right? So I have been monitoring this position very closely because on the lower time frames here, here's my loss in gold from yesterday. If you notice, very, very small loss, given the fact that I was risking 2% on this trade with my stops below this low, and I ended up losing about 0.3%. So that, my friends, is a win for me. When you manage your losing trades, um, and instead of losing a full 2%, you end up losing just 0.3. That on my book is a win. So the reason that I'm monitoring very closely these shorts in gold is because this move looks very flaggy. Yeah, going to be. I will probably close this longs in gold at break even. I really, really, really don't like the lack of momentum to the downside. Yeah, you know, if there's I could do two things, right? I could close my shorts in gold at break even right now, or I could move my stops lower, just above this previous supply zone. Let me show you on TradingView what I'm talking about. So we were looking at the 5-minute chart, I think. Um, yeah, and I think we were looking at the 5-minute chart. Yeah, we're looking at the 5-minute chart. So let me thicken this out for you guys. So basically, this trade idea is pretty much a sell the rally, right, idea on a retest of the previous broken lows, right? Pretty much that is what I'm doing at the moment. So my entry was at a break, and in hindsight, I might have gotten a little bit too early on this trade just to get a better R, right? Because right now this trade is yielding a 5R or a 4.4R to my targets, something like this, right? So basically, this is my trade. This was my entry, the break of the previous structured lows. I got triggered in, and I have two options, right? Normally, what I would do is I would close the trade at break even, but I'm not going to do that just because the very short term, very structure is very much in play still, right? And if you notice here on my MT4, um, this level right here, the 1766.80 or so, is very packed with sellers. So, um, I have two options: or closing my trade at break even, or moving my stop losses lower, just above the previous supplies. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm just going to delete this. And to find supply and demand zones, you just have to look at your candles, right? Um, you know um, what zone created this breakout, right? And that's clearly these previous highs. So I could move my stop losses just above these previous highs, but in my opinion, that would be very, very tight in the sense that price. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need to change. I need to buy a new laptop. Uh, yeah. Um, in the sense that this is clearly sell side liquidity right here is too high, and price and buyers could just sweep the sell orders right before they move lower. So I am very much against tightening your stop losses or making them smaller, meaning that you are actually lowering your risk on the trade without having real confirmation on the move. So Couple of things here. This is the key pivotal level. I know we're looking at the 5 minute chart because this is a short-term trade, right? So I am already short gold. Of course, my trade is running at break even, right? I am down 1 hour today. I had a loss on Bitcoin, but this trade is yielding 4 hours, so I am fine with a 1 hour loss. Now, um, the other thing that I was considering is adding here. So let me show you on the 50-minute chart what I'm looking at. I mean, I was considering adding at the break of these lows, which is the actual F4 strategy entry. So the reason that I'm not now, I was looking to add on my shorts when we got this break of the lows, but now I'm not. I don't think that it's such a hot setup because this move, my friends, is looking extremely and utterly flaggy, right? It's looking very flaggy. So right now, I'm thinking about what to do with my trade because my trade, it's already an open position. I have money at risk, and I am thinking about how to um, optimize my trade management in the sense that I am thinking um, what to do if I should close half, if I should move my stop losses lower, and I am really, really, really hating price action at the moment. You know, and this is the thing, guys. This is the thing, right? Sometimes you're going to have trades such as this one, right? The setup is super clear, right? I'm showing the setup again. The setup is extremely clear, right? A retest of the previous broken lows, etc., etc., etc. But sometimes your trades or your positions are going to lack momentum, right? And in this case, I'm sorry, I was yawning. And in this case, gold is lacking momentum to the downside, which is making this move extremely flaggy. Just by looking at price action itself, you can tell that buyers are still in control of this market. So I have a decision to make, and it's a hard one because I mean, there is no clear previous lower high in the sense that price failed to make a real uh, lower low. So we are stuck in a range, right? And if it were, if we were to, I mean, if I were doing this live show at the New York Open, I would have already closed this trade at break even. Now, having said that, friends, having said that, what I'm looking at here is if, in fact, sellers jump in and price starts to drop, in the sense that selling volume enters the market, I was looking for an ad on my position, right? And that ad would be below the 1763.60 with stop losses above these previous highs. And because it would be a Momo trade, I would be targeting the daily lows, which are at the 1755 level. And for a momentum breakout for a sell Momo trade, a 1.75 R is pretty damn good. So on the 15-minute chart, it looks something like this, right? But I am still undecided on whether or if I'm going to do it or not, just because of the lack of momentum to the downside, right? And this move looking extremely and utterly flaggy, bullish flaggy. So this is what I'm doing with gold. I mean, right now, my position is in profit. I mean, it is a break even. Uh, it's a pip in profit. It's a break even. But uh, I'm going to leave it as is, for the time being. Um, these ads look good because it's just a 50 pip stop loss with possible first targets right here for 85 pips. My ultimate targets are here at what is it? 1748 level or so. So let's wait and see what happens, right? Now, the other markets that I'm looking for are U.S. equities. Mm, I think I had a question about the Dow. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Dow. I've told you about the short on CAD yen a few days ago. It was, hey Giovanni, how are you? Let's have a look how your trade went. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I saw those. Yeah, we were talking about that, right? On my last trade. This short, that was Giovanni's idea. Great, great, great trade if you took it. The reason that I didn't take it was because, I mean, and I'm going to show you exactly um, what happened right here. So I told you that my sell stops, I'm sorry, let me just delete this. My sell stop would have to be below the previous low. I think we were looking at price action right here, just before this move. So I'm sorry, the the actual pattern, or kind of flaggy pattern was this. So I told you, Giovanni, that yeah, it looked very good because in fact it was a retest of the previous broken lows, and this momentum candle was filled, etc., etc., etc. It looked good. The reason that I didn't want to take it is because at that time these were daily lows, and I normally take profits or partial profits at the daily lows, which means that my this trade would have had a zero point 0.5 R to first target, which is just not good enough, right, for me. And also, I was looking at the Japanese yen basket, and I think I mean, I told you guys that. I was looking for more upside on the Japanese yen because at the time we were looking at the Japanese yen just flagging right before that breakout, which looks a lot like that flag that I just showed you in gold. Let's just have a look at this for fuck's sakes. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep it. So, yeah, I was looking for longs on the Japanese yen, which in fact are shorts on the CAD yen, right? But these are all the yen markets that I trade: the pound yen, euro yen, Aussie yen, CAD yen, and of course the USD yen. But I had no setup. I had no setup at all. If you took it, well, more power to you and congrats to fucking nations. Hmm. So, sorry, I was taking a sip of water. So, what do we have here? Yeah, possible ads in this gold. Um, you know, possible ads in this gold that would be below this. Let's look at the 50-minute candle, 50-minute chart. I'm sorry. Yeah, my entry would be below. I mean, if I were to add, would be below this 50-minute candle week low. So around the 1763.50. But again, this move is looking super flaggy. This is a heavy, heavy demand zone. And I don't know what's going to happen. No one fucking knows, right? But I just decided that I'm just going to keep and give my trade some room to breathe, right? And I'm going to be very aggressive in managing it should price reverse on me, right? Um, I am not going to move my stop losses here above these highs around the 1768, 55, 60 or so, because if I just decided that I'm holding this trade, and that means that I will be holding this trade through pre-market and the New York Open, which is extremely volatile, right? And if I move my stop losses be above this high, even though that is my stop loss level, right? If I actually move it physically here, I could get stopped out on high volatility and just watch price melt towards my target. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my stop losses higher, but I'm going to monitor this trade very, very closely. And if I see any sign of bullish volume entering the market and breaking with these highs, I will manually close it. But right now it's looking very good, right? And it's giving me actually and more add-on energy. But I'm not gonna do it. No. Um, no, unfortunately, I was already exposed with other trades and decided not to take it. You know what? Um, I applaud you, mate. Kudos because that is the real. That is. It's not the mindset of a trader, but you are thinking like one, right? You're thinking um, about um, risk management first and profits second, right? I just by reading I think that you have a very, very strong set of rules when it comes to risk management. Um, I don't know what your rules are, but I'm gonna share mine, right? I have a max risk of 3% on a daily basis, right? That means that if I'm in two trades, right, and I'm risking 1.5% on each one of those trades, and um, the trades are in early stages, just like this one, the one that we're looking at right now in gold. That means that my stop loss is at full risk on each and every single one of those two trades, which means that my max risk is achieved for the day, so I can't take another trade. Now, uh, the cool thing about trades running in your favor, for example, if gold were to right now, someone would fat finger gold futures and gold just starts to melt, I would take profits, move myself to break even, etc. So by doing that, now I can look for another trade. Normally, I don't look for another trade because um, I just hate to give back money made, to give back profits. So I also have rules on the profit side, not just stop losses, right? Um, but that's another discussion. And if I normally take on average, it's a 1.84 R on my trades. So if I make um, around 4%, I am for the day. And it's not bragging because making 4% on a day is a good performance. And some people think that it cannot be sustainable, but it can, right? If you have if you're disciplined with your rules. It's all about mindset. What do you think it is the fastest way to get from 100 to 500? The casino, mate. The casino. You know, I'm gonna tell you something, Vix, and don't take this the wrong way. It's just a piece of advice because I went through that. Exactly. I had the same question when I first started. And if you have 100 euro, right, and you want to flip that to 500 euro, I mean, 500 euro is not going to make a difference in your life, right? At all, in anyone's life. I mean, I don't want to be, I don't want to talk, so broadly, but 500 euro, in this economy, is not that much money, right? But with those 500 euro, mate, you can invest in your education. And because now there is the facility of trading a 200K account, 500K account with all of these prop firms that are popping around, my advice would be just, use that money and spend it on your education. I have never understood why new traders have that mindset, right? I mean, they are okay with losing 200 euro, $200, 200 pounds, and depositing again 200 pounds, 150 pounds, and losing it over and over and over. But when it comes to spending 100 and 200 or $500 on their education, they just can't do it, right? So it's bizarre how their mind works, right? That mindset is just not good. Uh, you know, not feeling so comfortable with losing, you know, $250 over and over and over and over, but spending $500, right, on a proven strategy is just a big no. So I think I'm gonna close gold shorts, guys. Here, this is way too flaggy, right? So yeah, I'm gonna close this trade and break even. This is just too flaggy, just too flaggy, and that trade does not have an edge, does not have an edge anymore, right? Always think about the edge. Hold on. Uh, yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. But I really don't care. It really sucks because the setup was really good, and we might see gold just melt during the New Year session, which is fine. But at this time, my short trade had no edge. And when a trade has no edge, that means that you are gambling. And um, believe what you want to believe, but gamblers do not make money long term. So yeah, I mean, here what I'm going to do, I close my short position on gold, right? What is your goal for gold? My goal, my target. I don't have my trade open anymore, but here around the 1748 or so. So let me see the 50-minute chart. Just a second, guys. 10-minute chart. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean this looks good. This looks good. So what I'm going to do, guys, what I'm going to do, I already closed my trade at break even, right? That's fine. I'm still looking to get involved in this market today. You know, in hindsight, um, yeah, closing gold at break even. Did I closing gold short here at break even? Yeah, that's what I typed. All right, so yeah, in hindsight, my entry was too early, right? Let me show you because what I was looking at here was for a breakup of the structure, and let's put on the replay mode. Here, I was looking at gold here, right? And actually a little bit, it doesn't matter. So I was looking at both here, and yeah, I was looking at the for the break of the structure, but the real break of the structure is a break of this low right here. So what I might do, what I might do, yeah, confirmation. What I might do is just put on a new sell stop in gold just below this low right here with stop losses above the structure high, which would mean, and I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to put my stop losses, my sell stop here, my buy stop above the previous structure high, which is this one right here, where I told you guys that I was considering moving my stop losses to, targeting the same lows around the 1748 or so. That's a 3 hour trade. This is one that I super like. I mean, it's much better than the one that I closed. I mean, it's basically the fucking same, right? But this is a cleaner entry in the sense that I would be entering at the break of this previous key level, right? So heads up because I'm doing that. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Let's have a look at the DXY. Just a second. Again, pretty non-directional. I haven't been trading the US dollar, right, for a while now. The last time that I traded the USD, I think it was on this drop. No, I haven't traded the downside of the US dollar, so it must have been. Oh, yeah, it was this breakout. Yeah, this breakout right here. This was the last time that. No, it was. I think it was earlier. Well, I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. But I haven't traded the USD for a while, and more so in the past few sessions, right? Even though there's clear bearish direction, right? Price making um, lower daily highs and lower daily lows. But you know what? I am a US dollar bull, so taking a short position, even if it's short term, to me I mean, it doesn't click, right? So I'm still looking for longs on the US dollar. Now, talking about the USD, this is the DXY, the US dollar currency index. Right now, retesting this key pivot level, right? The previous broken lows. This could be, in fact, a sell the rally opportunity on the USD for more downside. But again, I don't know. No one knows what's going to happen. I mean, this is just what I'm looking at on the charts. Looking at the high. Oh boy, yeah, I don't know. So this is the what daily chart, and you know what? What I just said about the U.S. dollar, just erase it from your minds because I haven't looked at this yesterday's candle. Shit, this is a massively bullish candle. And buyers jumping in from this demand area, right? This is a clear bullish signal. I wouldn't want to. I mean, I wouldn't trade the short side on the U.S. dollar with your fat finger. This is a clear bullish signal on the USD. Now, having said that, there's a couple of levels that uh, the USD needs to break. This is the first one, the one that it's rejecting at the moment. You know what? Fuck, let's go to the this is the what 4 hour chart. Let me just delete all the drawings. So yeah, massive bullish day yesterday. I forgot about that, or today. I don't know. But this is the level that, in my mind, the USD or the DXY, right, needs to break in order for a truly high probability of opportunity of a bullish reversal to happen. And more so because this is pretty much aligned with what is weekly pivot? I don't know. Style? I don't know. Must be the weekly pivot. Doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the USD. No, so having said that, let's have a look at gold. Oh, so I'm placing these sell stops. I am placing these sell stops, guys. This looks good. Looks very, very good. I don't trade the Swiss franc, mate. I'm sorry. I don't trade the Swiss franc. I really hate it. Fuck the Swiss central bank. Do you remember what happened? It was about 7 years ago or so when out of the blue these motherfuckers decided to, and it wasn't even scheduled. They decided to go live on TV, right, and just announce to the world that they were, you know, eliminating the trade floor on the euro versus, I mean, on the euro versus the Swiss franc exchange, and the Swiss franc just rallied. Let me show you actually because this is fucking insane. Um, yeah, Swiss franc versus the euro. This is the daily I'm gonna show you. I mean the 2 week chart. Right, so this is what fucking happened right here. This was it. So just have a look at this. I mean, the floor was at 1.2, right? That was the floor. So the exchange between the euro and the Swiss franc could not go lower than that, right? Because that was the floor set up by the fucking Swiss central bank. So trading the euro versus the Swiss franc was burning money because it didn't move. Look at this, it didn't move. But then, out of the blue, these motherfuckers, like I told you, decided to just announce that they were just eliminating this floor, and the price, the Swiss franc rallied hard against the euro. So from low to high, from low to, I mean, to high from low. That's a 2,390 pip move. I mean, FXEM almost defaulted. A lot of brokers just declared bankruptcy after that. And the brokers that defaulted on this particular move, I think it was this. Yeah, yeah, this was the one. On this particular move, where brokers that made their own markets, right? And those are the brokers that you don't want to be putting your money in with because they are, I mean, when you take a trade, they are actually betting against you because they make the market. Always look for brokers that don't have dealing desks. So that's a cute story on this fucking Swiss franc, and that's why I don't trade it. I hate it. Yeah, it was crazy, right, Vince? And you know what? I mean, I know, I mean, this trader, um, he trades, I mean, what are these called? They're called, the butterfly, the bat, this, patterns is in Fibonacci. I don't know. Yeah, he was short the euro versus the Swiss franc, and I mean, he made over a million, or he made over $1 million on that trade alone. Then he was never heard from again. I mean, um, hmm. But yeah, tons of people lost their shirts. So what we're looking at, let's have a look at that gold. Gold, right? Gold. So, yeah, Olympia just sent a euro versus the US dollar signal. I can see it that on the account that tracks VAP trades. I'm not gonna put on a short position on. I'm sorry. I just decided against the. This is looking extremely flaggy. And the reason that I'm not gonna do it is this, right? Normally, what I do is I trade breakouts and I trade momentum. There's so much lack of bearish momentum right now that, and we are closing up on pre-market action, right? That very easily I could get triggered in on a stop hunt uh, before price just moves higher. I'm sorry. So I am fucking not going to do it. But the setup was super clear. Actually, the setup was clearer silver. This was the setup in silver. The F1 strategy pullback setup on silver. I didn't take it. I didn't saw it out until after I was already triggered in gold. That's my bad. But yeah, the setup in silver was much, much, much cleaner. And but you know what? If silver is moving to the downside, should gold move to the downside? No. There's a big, big no. There are no trade on USFD of Olympia, only your short at. Oh, that's mine. I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought that was Olympia, but yeah, that's mine. That's the Euro USD. I mean, if it plays out, it's going to be a great trade. I really, here we go. I really think that what is this gold shit? Now, mm, I don't know. I'm still undecided. I'm still very much undecided here in the gold 10-minute chart. No, actually, you know what? I already made up my mind. This is very, very flaggy. Um, yeah, this possible short has no edge. It had edge when I took it. Let me show you actually, right? So I took it here. So I was looking at price action here. This is what I was looking at, right? The retest of this previous low. I'm sorry, yeah, this previous low, very clean, very, very clean break and retest, right? So I was looking at shorts on gold, the shorts only, and shorts below this 10-minute low, stop losses above, and my targets were all the way down here. Doesn't matter. And what happened is that I got triggered in here on this volatility. I think it was a lot open. And then, price just kept on, you know, ranging, right, without real momentum to the downside. So, in my mind, this trade, even though it had edge when I took it, right now it doesn't have any more edge. And to be completely honest, um, I could care less if gold melts today because right now the optimal decision was to close that trade at break even because I gave it enough time. I gave it what about 4 hours and it didn't move in my direction. So goodbye. You know, now the probability of a revert, of that trade reversing on me is higher. So I don't want to be in that trade anymore, even if it could in fact move in my direction. So that's just the way that I think and the way that I trade. So I have a couple of messages on Skype. Hold on. Oh, all right. Doesn't matter. So, um, yeah, yeah. That setup on silver, uh, much cleaner. And I'm actually thinking of possible shorts on silver here. Very decent, right? Still, it would still be an F1 pullback setup, but you know, yeah, I am. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna take it. And if I weren't, if I weren't in gold earlier, I would definitely. definitely be in silver, and I would have never closed it at break even because that, I mean, this is the cleanest pullback setup that you're going to see, right? Now, my if I were to, I mean, if in this trade I were risking, I don't know, 1%, let's call it 1%, from interest to highs about, 1,200 pips, let's call it. Right now, my risk would be um, 0.20 or so. So yeah, I mean, the way that I catalog a setup as an amazing setup is not only because of the art that it yields, but also because of how good the trade management can be. Gold is falling. Oh no! Oh no! Gold is falling. Well, you know what? It might happen. I told you that it might happen. You know, awesome, Giovanni. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, be careful though, right? I'm just saying, just be careful. I am very much fine with being out of that trade at break even. Because I mean, you need to understand this, right? Trading is not only about making profits. Trading is about, I mean, making profits from trading is just a result of how good your decision-making process is, right? And yeah, gold could fall. I told you, gold could, in fact, fall to my targets. And I'm out of that trade, but I'm fine being out of that trade, right? Because at the moment that I closed that trade, at the moment that I made the decision to close that trade, I knew that trade had no edge anymore, for me at least, right? Um, and when I say that it didn't have any edge, what I mean is that the probability of that trade going my direction was lower than when I entered that trade, right? And at that moment, when I lose the edge on my position, I just close it. Really, I mean, it really doesn't matter. And focusing on one single trade is being results oriented. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, but you don't have to be results oriented. Don't be results oriented. I mean, being results oriented is focusing on the outcome of one single trade. You know, what happens in this trade doesn't fucking matter at all. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is that the decision that I made um, in the long term, and by making that decision in the same scenario that I made it on a vacuum, will make me money. And that's the way that you have to set your mind if you want to be profitable long term in trading, right? It's not about the profits, it's about your decision making process, right? The profits will come if your decision making process is optimal, right? And this is what you need to understand. Um, that's why I always tell new traders to not look at their P&L. Really doesn't fucking matter. It's just numbers, right? That money is just to keep score. Yeah, really. Don't focus about the money you're making or losing, because that will fuck you up psychologically, and then you're going to start making bad decisions, and you're going to ruin your decision-making process, which in the long term will burn you money. So, profits will come eventually. What's important is the decisions that you make, and just strive to make optimal decisions. Strive to make optimal decisions, and yeah, the money will come. Yeah, I'm kidding. I mean, that's just the way it is. Yeah, and for example, if you still get upset about uh, what just happened right now, closing this trade at break even, and just looking at price, falling a few pips, um, brace yourself because you are still, I mean, you're not there yet, right? You're not there yet. But I mean, it takes a lot of work and discipline. But I mean, this is not a fucking talent. This is a skill, and any skill can be learned with repetition and discipline. Monkey can learn how to trade. I mean, perhaps not, but you know what I mean, right? Um, there's a big difference between a talent and a skill. A talent is something that you're born with, right? For example, if you, I mean, I don't care how hard you try, you're never going to sing like fucking Beyonce, ever. But this is not a talent, this is a skill. And the difference is that this can be learned by anyone. Anyone. It's simple, but it's hard. It's difficult. So I'm gonna leave you with that thought, guys. Just a quick look at the S&P 500. Yeah, but on the longer time frames. Right. Oh shit, I missed my entry. I know this is gold. I'm sorry. Uh-huh. So on the S&P 500, this is a pretty cool thing that I wanted to share with you, right? So let's have a look at this. This is a cool trade that we took with the VAPs, right? Long on the S&P 500. We made a killing. So let's have a look at the daily chart. Yeah, so this is the thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we're going to look at the 8-hour chart. It's enough. So right. So I'm looking at this, right? I just have a look at the structure in this market. Let's try to find a supply zone, right? Um, Before this big move to the downside, right here, where this momentum was so strong that it created a gap over the weekend, right? This is called imbalance, right? This imbalance needs to be filled. Um, Hold on. So, what is the supply area that created this imbalance? hmm This one right here. Is this the one? Yeah. So this is the supply zone that I am looking to trade. I'm sorry, guys. Right? This is the. I'm looking for shorts on the S&P 500. Right? I should have started with that. Right? Um, there is no setup at the moment. I'm just looking at this zone. This is the zone that I'm interested in. Right? This is the 8-hour chart. We have identified our supply zone. Let's go lower to the 4-hour chart. Maybe lower to the hourly chart. Yeah, maybe not so low to the 2-hour chart. Right, so just have a look at these spikes lows and these spikes highs, right? This is quite interesting, right? This means that I mean, not that it means, but what I'm looking at here, when I'm looking at this particular price action, is this. Hold on, let me just delete this. Well, yeah, buyers are in control of this market, short term, right? From July 2022 lows to July highs, this market has rallied about 11%. That's a big rally. So buyers are in control. You can see it here, right? Even those sellers were heavy here. Buyers just scrape all the sell orders one, twice, and 3 times. But, and that's a big but, here sellers are super, super heavy. So this is most definitely the supply zone that I want to trade. And I'm going to leave you with this because that is going to be the next VIP signal that I'm going to be sending to the VIP group. So if you want to get that, the link is below this video. Guys, thank you for joining me. I'm trying to do this every single day, but you know how, I had a couple of connection issues yesterday and today, but now, I mean, today I managed to correct them. And we had a very nice 1 hour stream, 1 hour show. So heads up to that level, what I will tell you is that if price breaks, I mean, and just look at this, and this is why I hate trading momentum breakout, you know, the momentum on breakouts of um, the monthly highs that confluence with heavy supply areas because you are mostly going to be and faked out and stopped out on your trade, on your long trade here in this example. So yeah, I mean, and the reason that I know this because I've seen this shit play out, you know, a ton of times. So that doesn't mean that this is a 100% guarantee short. Fuck no, right? No one is 100. I mean, nothing is 100% guaranteed when it comes to trading. What you need to do is just look for the validation and invalidation zones here, right? And I mean, the probability of price breaking to the upside is much lesser than the probability of price dipping, right? There is some value areas at um, uh, there is some value areas lower that I'm interested in taking profits on if price uh, dips. Remember that this is the 2 hour chart. Um, if I were to trade the short side on the S&P 500, this would be my first targets. Second targets would be on this clear demand area. I would take final profits here. The setup, I'm not going to share with you the setup because that is for my VIPs only, but the setup would yield a very nice 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio if it plays out, right? It's far from clear, but it's there, just try to find this, just look at big moves on the market. Try to find the demand or the supply zones that created that big move or that big breakout. More likely, I mean, more often than not, um, after price breaks the structure of the market, it will retrace back to that function supply area in this case, right? So, I mean, just um, your education, your trading education is key if you want to succeed in this game. Like I told you before, what's your name? Bix. $500 or 500 euro are not going to make a difference in your life. But learning a skill that you can apply every single fucking day to print money out of the market will make a difference in your life. So it's the same amount of money, but you know, um, utilized differently. So it's up to you. If you want to burn that money, go ahead, burn that fucking money. It's yours. I don't care. I'm just giving you my advice. I would much rather pay to learn a skill that will allow me to be financially independent and to grow an account, uh, with good risk management, etc., or even get funded or whatever, than just trying to flip 100 euro to 500 euro. Because what would happen 99% of the times is that you are going to lose it all. So, yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. Again, thank you for joining me. Um, I'm going to try to make this show earlier tomorrow. Just so we can get in on a trade. Um, yeah, today was not the day. Let's look up to trade the pound yen. I mean, when it moves, it really moves. When it comes to, when it comes to, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I haven't seen this. Hold on, hold your horses, people. So, This is this is heavy. This is clearly heavy. Sorry, let me just grab a sip of water. This is looking phenomenal for a reversal. So, this is looking very good. Right now, there's no setup, but of course, that if price breaks with, I think this is today's low highs. I'm sorry. This is where I would be looking for deep buys. So heads up to the 162.65 level. This could be in fact be I mean this could be massive. So heads up to that. Again, thank you for joining me, guys. If you like what you see, please give me a like on the video and don't forget to follow the or subscribe to the channel. You subscribe on YouTube and you follow on Instagram. That's the way it is. Yeah, just subscribe to the channel. It helps us out to reach more traders, to grow our channel. We're working really hard on creating good content for you, and that's all we ask from you. So again, thank you for joining me. Red one. Now gold will go up. I don't know. Who knows? I don't fucking know. No one knows. No one knows what's going to happen, mate. That's the thing, right? Now, but the thing is that I mean, no, gold just broke with a very heavy level. So remember that I told you that this move looked extremely and utterly flaggy. Well, guess what? All of those buyers, right? That impatient buyers, in my opinion, that just try to buy the dip and buy the dip and buy the dip without even thinking about where is the validation level for a good high probability uh, long setup that has clear edge. um, just got stopped out. So I'm not saying that this is stop hunt and now price going to go higher, but I mean this is what just happened, right? um, yeah. Having said that, let's go to the 5 minute chart. Mhm. I mean, sell limits here could in fact be a good idea too. Um, short position, which would in fact be exactly the same level that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, sell limits, but I'm not gonna trade it, guys. You know, I'm okay with that decision of closing a break even. It's fine. All right, so thank you for joining me. I'll see. Shit, I'm sorry. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.